Hey guys, it's Simone. Welcome back to another one of my knit talk videos. So I wanted to get started first with a finished piece, which is my Oslo hat, my second Oslo hat. It's so pretty. I love the yarn choice. It's from Sister Ananse, and her yarn line is so the designer's name is Naima Bond, and the yarn line is Sister Ananse. And this colorway is Romance. And of course, like the Oslo hat is 2 strands of fingering held together. This is merino, like 80% merino, 20% nylon, so it's like sock yarn. And I just love these colors so much. I think it's so cool. I love pink, and this is like a nice subtle way of having it in my hat. It's the technique is called assign pulling, so it's like little spurts and splashes of pink, and it's so pretty. I love it so much. I love the Oslo hat, honestly. Like I'll be making like a billion more of these. I think it's like a perfect hat pattern, and then it gives you like it's so cold in Chicago right now, so this like double folded brim is perfect because it gives me so much extra warmth around my ears. So that is really nice. And of course, I've already worn it like a zillion times before uploading this video, but I think it's so cool, so nice, so warm. I love the colors in it. And so the first one that I made in like a size, like the largest adult size. It technically was for my husband, but I decided to keep it for myself because, well, I mean, he uses it, but I also wear it sometimes too. But that one was just like really big. Like it was way bigger than what I kind of anticipated. So I still wear that obviously, but I decided for this one to go a little bit smaller, and I did the medium, which was perfect because I still get the stretch and everything, but it is a little bit snugger, and this is a little bit closer to my top of my head versus like hanging off. This is like a much better fit. I just love this pattern. I love this yarn. I'm not even a huge like hat person, and I feel like because I've been knitting so many hats recently, it makes me want to wear more hats because I've been wearing this one the whole like a couple days in a row. So this is the Oslo hat. I'm done with this. This is my finished piece. This is actually my only finished piece since the last video. I did go ahead and mail my little cousin's gifts. So I made her a baby blanket, a hat, and like a little t-shirt. I've already gotten pictures of her wearing the hat, and she looks so cute. It's like too big for her head, so they like rolled it up. It's so cute. But that is already with her, so that was the other finished item that is that's already been sent off. So let's get into what's currently on my needles. So the first thing is my Tolsta Tee. So if you remember from previous videos, I was working on the Cara Wrap, also from the same line, Rebecca Crow, same designer. And the Cara Wrap didn't necessarily work out for me just because I wasn't focusing on gauge at the time. So what I did was I started the Tolsta Tee with the same yarn, and what I'll do is like unravel, like eventually frog the Cara Wrap that I had started, and then make that into the Tolsta Tee. So I'm using the same yarn for both, and the yarn will come from the Cara Wrap that I'm gonna frog. I figured it was better to start a new project, which would then like inspire me to frog the Cara Wrap, because right now I'm just like so hesitant to do it because I'm like, I just feel like, oh, all this work. But like if I know that it's going into another like beautiful project, then I'll feel like better about doing it. So here is the Tolsta Tee on my needles. We're past the neckline, so we're moving right along. We're at the very beginning of the shoulders. I'm liking it so far. I think it's really pretty. I think this yarn works perfectly for it. I love this yarn. Like the beautiful colors, the specs, everything is just like my vibe. I love that. I love colors, so this is gonna look really pretty. I love this open gauge. And then what I want to mention is that the hedgehog fibers, I'm using hedgehog fibers original, so it has like these little speckles in it and everything. But like it says DK weight on the band of the yarn. But when I was making this, like this pattern comes in a fingering weight and a DK weight version. I couldn't get gauge with the DK weight version of the pattern, but I was able to get gauge with the fingering weight. So now I'm wondering if like this yarn really isn't DK or if it's like a light DK or something like that, because that's never really happened before. But either way, I'm glad that I got gauge, but it's just interesting to me that that didn't work out, but that part didn't work out. But I know I just wanted to show my like increases. But this is looking really pretty. I'm excited, and I feel like this is a perfect way to get me to finally flog the Cara Wrap and make it into something different. So looking forward to my Tolsta Tee. This is where I have to unravel some more so I can continue to work on it, but coming right along. And look at my cute little stitch stoppers. I got these from Nina. They say I speak fluent sarcasm. Super cute. Okay, so the next thing on my needles is the Key Sweater by Petite Knit. This was on a complete whim. Like, the Tolsta Tee was in my queue. The Key Sweater was not. Like, I happened to, I think that I was watching someone's Instagram page and I saw them like talking about the Key Sweater, or like showing that they were like working on the Key Sweater. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. So I clicked on it and I bought the pattern. So that same day, which was a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, I was like, I want to start the Key Sweater. Like, I bought the pattern. I want to finally like use it. So I went to Dollar Tree, mind you, because I've been going to so many different Dollar Trees and seeing that they finally like are selling like nice yarn, or like, you know, decent yarn. It's still acrylic, but like it's good. Like there's different yarn weights and different colors and things like that. So I'm like, I've always wanted, since I've been seeing that, I've been wanting to make a sweater like from Dollar Tree yarn, so to speak, just to be like, I don't know, just because, honestly. But I was like, the Key Sweater is perfect because they have worsted weight yarn at Dollar Tree. So what better, you know, time and opportunity to do so. So I went and bought like literally every color of this particular yarn in this colorway. So they had like this like dark purplish color, and then like a light pink color, which I don't have right here, but like I'll probably show it eventually. But this dark purple yarn is gonna be like the base of the pattern. And then I have like I said, like a light pink color that I'll put with this. This is the neckline, so it's very, very early stages, but it'll all be from this purple. And let me go grab the pink. I'll be right back. Okay, here's the pink. So the Key Sweater is like, it's multiple stripes. So the main color is gonna be this purple color. And then the stripe will be out of this like pretty pink color. And this is Just Yarn by Premier. It's worsted weight. And that's the pattern calls for. It actually calls for Aran weight, like a worsted with a lace, but this is like the same weight. And I feel like I just didn't want to do a lace weight, so I just did it with just this one. I was able to get gauged with just holding the worsted weight. That's the beginning stages. Now, what I do want to mention is that the Key Sweater pattern, it had a few comments where people were saying like they were confused. Like this one lady actually left a comment saying that she had the frog, and she, I guess, kind of like just gave up on it because the pattern was like really confusing once you got past the neck band and like moving into like the shoulders, like the where you were putting in the stitch markers to, you know, organize your spacing for the arms and the front, whatever. It like was confusing. I was like kind of concerned about that, and she was even saying that she messaged the designer and she didn't respond back, and so she just was like discouraged. So that like worried me. So I went ahead and read through the pattern. I'm confused as well at that part, and I haven't gotten to that part, but I read the pattern just to see like if it made sense to me, so I could kind of know if I need to reach out as well. I definitely will. I'm gonna reach out to her directly to see, you know, maybe she'll respond to me. But then if not, the people that I know that I've already knitted it, like I don't know them, but people that I've seen online making this, I'll probably reach out to them instead too to see like if they have if they can clarify that part for me. But I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna like push for. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna do the sweater because I'm like, I love these two colors together. I'm actually doing the largest sides because like it's like a 10, about almost like 10 inches of positive ease, which like I don't typically like that much positive ease, but whatever. Like I feel like it's Petite Knit. I want to do it the way she designed it, and like with my bust measurement, 10 inches plus that would be like the largest side. So it's probably gonna take me some time and probably more yarn. Like what I said, I just like bought. I think I have 7 skeins of this, which is like 100 yards per skein, and I have 7 or 8 of the other one. So I feel like I'm definitely gonna need more yarn. But what I'll do is just like scour every Dollar Tree until I find like these 2 colors and get, you know, enough that I need. I just bought like every one that I could find out of that one Dollar Tree I was at, and hopefully that was enough. But honestly, it's not gonna be that hard to find these yarns, I don't think, because I've seen them at pretty much every Dollar Tree I went to. So that's my Dollar Tree key sweater that's on my needles. I have one other project that I casted on as well, and it is finally the Sophie Scarf. So the same time I bought the key sweater, I decided to finally purchase Sophie Scarf. Cause like I've had it in my cart for like ever, and I've been like, okay, I'm gonna get it. And I honestly just pushed myself like, just get it now. Like, you don't know when you're gonna get it, just get it now. So this is my very, very small beginnings of my Sophie Scarf. Super tiny. But now what I do want to ask, if anyone has made the Sophie Scarf, am I just like confused, or like I feel like in the back, oh, maybe it's not as bad anymore, but I'm gonna bring this forward. Maybe this will make sense. But I feel like I'm dragging my yarn, so it calls for you to knit 3, right? But you slip the first 3 and then you knit, the next 3. Like when there's like the yarn is not at the tip. So when I start to knit, obviously this yarn is just like laying over this. So I feel like it's creating this weird spacing. I don't know if I'm just like sounding crazy or what, but I feel like the yarn is just like wrapping over my stitches. I don't know if that's like the right way to do that, if that makes sense. Like if you can see this area here, this is where like the yarn is wrapping. Is that just gonna eventually like look like all one fabric? Is that supposed to be happening? Am I just being weird? Like, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing it the way I've been doing it for now, and then I'll see like I probably can't really tell what's going on until I get to like a little bit further up anyways, but that was just like interesting to me. I'm not very savvy with I-cords. I haven't done a ton of them to know what they're supposed to really be looking like, but it looks fine so far. It's just like that one part, I just don't know if I'm doing it right, but it's a small pattern, and like it's not like something I'm doing for somebody. So like I can take as long as I need to if I need to like take it out or whatever. But that was just a question I had. So if anyone's made the Sophie Scarf and understands what my question is, if you can answer it down in the comments, that'd be great. But that's pretty much it. So let's recap. I finished my Oslo hat out of that beautiful yarn. I have a little bit of it left over, not enough to do a Sophie Scarf because I wanted to do like a matching hat, not enough for that, but a little bit of it left over. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with that. Maybe I can make some stripes and something with it, but that yarn is just so beautiful. Let me just say, Sister Ananse, like the yarn is just beautiful. I have so much of her yarn. Honestly, like if you guys want to see like a Sister Ananse yarn collection, because I went crazy during yarn crawl this year, and I just like every store that I went to that had Sister Ananse yarn, I just bought some of it. So I have like tons of it, and I have plans for most of it, like of what I want to make with it. But honestly, right now I just like stare at it. So that's that. That yarn actually came from Nina. I'll link it in the comments as well. So I finished my second Oslo hat out of the Sister Ananse yarn. I cast it on the Tolsta Tee with the hedgehog fiber yarn that I was using for the Cara Wrap. And then I cast it on a key sweater by Petite Knit with Dollar Tree yarn. So that is, oh, and then obviously my Sophie Scarf. And this is out of, actually I got this yarn at Movie Night, Fiber Friends, my knitting group that I go to. They had a movie night, and this was in the gift bags. Yarntopia, I think is the brand name of this yarn. Yep. Oh no, Yarnilla. Yarnilla? Hope I'm saying that right. Yarnilla Wonder. And it's a light deep sea, 30% wool, 70% acrylic. Yarnilla. So it feels so soft. Oh my gosh. And that's what I'm making the Sophie Scarf out of. But I'll link to all this stuff in the description. And I think that's it so far. I don't plan on casting on anything else between now and the next video, but you never know. I also think that I want to do a video of like going through my entire yarn collection, which sounds like so crazy, but I might do it. It's probably going to be like an hour-long video because like I really want to get all my yarn categorized, like put into Ravelry. I just feel like it would be nice to have some sort of organization of like what yarn I have. Like, I don't know that I would even really use it often. Like I think I would just the fact that I know, and then I can kind of check back on it if I want to. And then I feel like it might make it easier when I'm working on projects. I can just click, from stash and stuff like that. But maybe I'll make a video of me doing that, and then while doing that, I can show what yarn I have in my stash. But it's going to be a very long video. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in doing. Also, let me know if you do that, like if you actually keep up with your like Ravelry stash section, within Ravelry. Like I feel like I don't really utilize a lot of their like tools. I started putting, they actually have a tool section where you can put like all of your different knitting needles and categorize all that. And I feel like I don't even use it. So I want to use those things. I feel like that they're kind of useful to keep up with stuff, but I feel like I don't have time to do that. So maybe if I make myself and I'll film myself, maybe that'll be something interesting that someone will want to watch. But that's pretty much about it. Let me know what you guys think of my projects in the comments. Let me know what you're working on, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.